We got Bruce Shushu Carrington going up against Sulaiman Segawa. Should be a very good fight. Segawa was a southpaw, just coming off a big win against Ruben Villa. Villa was a very tough fight, but Segawa, he was able to use that jab and outbox Villa. Villa, he was a tough fighter, man. But he's gonna bounce back. But Segawa, he was letting his hands fly, doing everything his trainer told him to do. He was basically had a perfect fight that night. Really was dodging the punches that he needed to. Took a lot of shots he didn't have to, but the ones he needed to dodge, he dodged them. Used somewhat of defense. But overall, I think Segawa was going to have to be able to jab with Bruce Carrington. I know that Shushu Carrington, his jab is a lot faster than Segawa's is. I feel like Segawa has a lot of power when he knows how to use it and actually breaks a guy down. But he definitely has a lot of power, a lot of respectable power too. He's only been put down one time, and the power that he displays when he uses it right, he can punch with the best of them. But I feel like he doesn't change his levels. He at the same level the whole time. He stands straight up. Not really a fan of that. When you're standing in the inside, you're standing straight up. I feel like Shushu's character is going to be able to expose that and take advantage of that. I think that's how the fight would actually. That's how the fight's going to get taken away from Segawa. Him not changing levels and staying right there at the same level, it's not going to work out. I mean, Shushu will be able to drop down, throw an overhand right. He'll be able to throw a looping right hand, and Segawa will still be standing right there. So, and his head will be staying in the same position. So he's going to have plenty of time to knock Segawa out in this fight. Plenty of times. Just because Segawa is going to give him a lot of chances. He's going to box with him now. It's not going to be an easy fight. I think Shushu Carrington is going to have a couple of rounds where he's going to realize that Segawa was a very powerful fighter and very good too, very smart. And if Segawa listens to his trainer in this fight, it will end up going 10 rounds. If he gets away from what his trainer is telling him to do, and he's a good listener too, so that's a good thing. He'll be able to go the whole distance and possibly come out with the upset if he's able to do something different. You got to add a wrinkle to his game. I know you can't change a fighter. Got to add some kind of wrinkle to your game. Now, I know he's going to use the jab, but everything else, he has to be able to add something new. Shushu Carrington is going to be changing his levels, feigning a lot. The feigning is what's going to cause some issues with Segawa. The feigning, Shushu changing his levels, keeping his head off the line. That's going to cause a lot of issues for Segawa. So Segawa can be a fighter who's probably more powerful if he wants to that night, but it will still be a situation where Shushu's speed and his feigning and changing levels, keeping his head off the line, that's going to cause a lot of problems for a guy like Segawa. So Segawa's going to have to go out there and be the best him that he can be. If he can't do that, go to the body on the inside. I would try to go fight in the inside, but at the same time, when he's fighting in the inside, he's standing straight up. So he's going to use, but that might be the only advantage he has because on the outside, yes, Segawa's going to be jabbing, but I think Shushu will be able to get a lot more combinations in. Just because I said Segawa's going to be standing straight up. He'll be able to catch him with a couple of shots. He's going to have his chance. But he's going to be standing straight up, and I'm a bit worried about that. I don't think that it's going to play in his favor. I think that Shushu Carrington will possibly get Segawa out of there in the 10th round. His combinations that he's going to let go is going to be a huge problem for him. The speed. Segawa, like, he steps over very well, too. He changes angles and steps over very well. Segawa does. And Shushu does, too. But Segawa does, too, as well. And that'll play somewhat of a part in the fight. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.